Today we are going to be doing... Hey guys, today we are going to be doing Pay It Forward tag. Probably seen other people doing this tag, and if you haven't, then you're about to find out what it's all about. So that's what's coming up on today's episode of The Story Detective. Stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you find yourself actually enjoying this video and seeing some things that are helpful, then there's a like button you can also hit. And feel free to comment and leave your thoughts down below. This tag was created by the Adorkable Author. I was tagged in it by Audrey Henley. Audrey's channel, which you should definitely check out, talks about things in the writing industry as well as her own journey as a writer. And she works as a production assistant with a small to mid-sized publishing company. She's going to do a series on typesetting so you can format your own books. So whether you want to be traditionally published or self-published, there's good stuff on that channel that can help you be a well-rounded author. The idea behind this tag is if you're mentioned in one of the answers, you are tagged. And if you haven't done this tag already and you're mentioned, then you are tagged to do this video next. Or just do it. Paying it forward is important. I think it was in one of Kevlandia's videos where he said, if you're going to be a part of the community, be a part of the community if you expect them to be a part of your channel. In other words, networking is a two-way street. It's very helpful to pay it forward for those who have inspired you on some level. Every little bit helps. I think we do unto others as we would like them to do unto us. There's a lot of new YouTubers coming in. Hitting that subscribe button helps them. Those little steps help. And when you help the community, you're helping yourself because this is your community. And if you want it to expand and grow, we all come at this from different angles, but we're all marching down the same path. And I think it's important to do that as a community. The month of July has been hellacious for my schedule. I've pretty much put everything else on the back burner to get my writing goals done, and I've kept up with literally a handful of channels. When I had free time, whoever was popping up in my feed at that time, I would watch and try to keep up with a few things. What I did when I first started out, I didn't hit that notification bell, and I thought, I'm seeing their videos all the time. I'll remember who they are. Now I'm following literally hundreds of people, and I don't see the people's videos that popped up initially. So I'm trying to backtrack and hit that notification bell because whether you realize it or not, hitting that bell is important because after a while you're going to lose track of people. So yeah, I did that. So if it's been a minute since I last commented on your channel, maybe just drop me a line and say, hey pal, I'm still here making videos. So I can go hit that notification bell. So yes, I'm going to scoop the remains of my dignity off the floor and we're going to move on now. Question number 1. Name a channel that made you consider things you might not have before. There's a couple of channels, really. The first one is Dal Cecil Runo. The way she talks about blind and disabled characters and her own journey. Watching Dal's channel has made me realize something that someone a while back told me, that no matter who we are in this physical form, our art, our creative aspirations are still a part of us. They are not the sum of all of our little physical parts. They are who we are. And Dal's channel has helped to remind me of that. The second channel is Rashmika Likes Books. Now her channel talks a lot about South African literature and poetry, but her latest video, I can't remember where she said the poet came from offhand. She said it was somebody that she had never heard of. But she was reading the poetry, which was very powerful. Those images and words were inspiring thoughts that she was commenting on from a philosophical nature. I think it was one of the most intellectual videos that I saw on AuthorTube or BookTube. So I think that's good for writers because you want to think about those philosophical things in life that make you think, and I think her channel is definitely worth checking out for those things. Number 2 is tell us about a channel that made you laugh, preferably to the point of tears. I discovered just a day or two ago a new channel called Very Bad Books. She's a newbie, only has one video. Her style of editing, her sense of humor, she's very funny, and her adventurous attitude towards her writing, I think, was very interesting and also a little bit different and fresh. So I would recommend watching her, not only for humor, but just to see where her journey goes next. The second laugh that I had recently came from Lindsay Puckett. It was her recent video on the process of finding beta readers and the questions she had for them, which was a great video in itself, but her opening remarks was pretty hysterical. Now, I know that Lindsay has done this tag and she's actually been mentioned in several other people's videos, so I don't know what to do with such an honor since she's already been tagged several times, but there has to be some kind of a prize in that. When Stan Lee, back in his days of Marvel Comics, I don't know if it was him or another editor that invented something called a no prize. If somebody did something that was extra special, it literally was no prize. Then I think they started giving an empty envelope to some of the readers who wrote in with astute points. So I am officially adding the no prize to my channel. If you do something interesting or funny or extraordinary, no prizes are going to be given out here. We're bringing back a time-honored tradition. Excelsior! So Lindsay, if you're watching this, your no prize is in the mail, so start searching for a nice no frame so you can display it over your over your writing desk. Number 3, or name a channel that has worked to help you and your platform. I would say here, I would have to say Alyssa Markins. She took the whole Creators Matter thing to heart, and she is very passionate about bringing the community together and helping writers and other creators. And to me, I think that essentially helps everybody's platform. And also is something that is a personal mission of mine and that I would like to see more people get involved with. So to me, just her passion, I think, is inspiring. Number 4, name a channel that has made you feel welcome in the AuthorTube community. There has been a lot of welcoming channels, and it's hard to really pick, but I'm going to name a couple of them. I think Carol Brown's channel is very welcoming, and she discusses writing from a number of points of view, and I think definitely a channel that can help you grow as an author. The second one would be Aphrodite Lee. She's not only welcoming, but she has a sense of humor, and I almost wanted to include her in the humor. She has also done this tag, so this is honorable mention for her, because I think her channel is worth checking out for various reasons. The humor, her passions, her journey, and she does writing sprints with people. Aphrodite, your no prizes in the mail as well. Don't look for it. Number 5, name a channel that has made you smile. This can be a moment that warmed your heart or a time they brightened a bad day. I would say here I would have to mention Aveline Woods, because she gave me a very nice shout out that I wasn't even aware of. So stumbling across it in a video definitely brightened my day and made me smile. So her channel, she definitely has good things to say and is definitely worth your time checking out. The 6th question here has been added by Aphrodite Lee. So she's not only been mentioned in the tag honorably, but she's added to this tag. So maybe there's a second no prize in here somewhere. And that is to give a shout to a newbie. So my shout is going to Drebox. She has a lot of good information, and her videos on planning her YA novels and the 5 ingredients that goes into that planning, I think, is really interesting and informative. So definitely give Drebox a check. Check the Drebox. I could probably do this tag every day for a month and still not run out of authors to mention. If I didn't mention you, then look for my shout to the nines, because I am mentioning new authors all the time and just people that I think are putting out good content. If there's somebody that you appreciate, let me know in the comments below. And I know that all of you watching this is going to follow, like, and subscribe all of these authors so that you can help support them, and in turn, I'm sure that they will support you. If you're a newbie and you need some subscribers, drop your name down below, because I will follow you, and I'm sure some of these other people that read the comments will follow you as well. Don't be shy about it. If you don't ask, you don't get. We want to find you. YouTube is great for mixing its algorithms to suit whatever is getting the attention, but we don't want you to get lost in the crowd, so we want to make some noise. And everybody that's mentioned in this video is getting a no prize today because I'm feeling generous, so what the hell? So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and maybe your no prize will be in the mail as well. So until next time, keep those keyboards clacking. I think we're done here.